Welcome back to the show that brings you the loosest talk around. Now, before we welcome our final guest, here's your final chance to enter today's competition and win £3,000. Just have a look at this. Oscar-winning movie Titanic starred which leading on-screen couple? Was it A, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, B, Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman, or C, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet? Call 09012 931 941. That's 09012 931 941. Or text WIN plus your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Entrance must be 18 or over, all lines close at 1:20, and digital satellite viewers can enter by pressing their red button now. Get dialing. The correct answer and the name of our winner will be on our website later on today. Remember, lines close at 1:20, so if you try and enter after then, you may still be charged. Our next guest was a self-confessed fat slob with little or no willpower when it came to food. He's confessed to having failed every diet he'd ever tried, but he is now a shadow of his former self, having shed a whopping 3.5 stone on his self-devised diet that still allows him to eat everything from ice cream to cakes. So how did he do it? Here to reveal all, please welcome film director and food critic, Mr. Michael Winner. I just love the title of the book, The Fat Pig Diet.
Have you read it?
What are you suggesting? You went too?
Well, I was the fat pig of all time. You know, stomach was out there, couldn't see what was below. Face was out here, and I failed every diet. You do the Scarsdale, you have to have a lamb chop one day. But, I mean, just collecting the ingredients was ridiculous. So for 25 years, I failed every diet. And I didn't want to be fat. In fact, I remember Jenny Seagrove, an ex-girlfriend, said to me, you know, even your wrists are blowing up. It's most unattractive.
But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to sort of...
What did it was that the Queen's dentist, lovely fellow, put a temporary cap on one of my teeth. Was only meant to be there for 4 weeks. Well, of course, we never like going to the dentist. So 8 months later, I'm in Barbados. I've still got this sort of copper cap on. It came loose. It started eating into my tongue. So I couldn't eat because every time I ate, it was painful. And I lost 7 pounds. And I said to Sir Philip Green, the retail millionaire or billionaire, I told him what's happening. And he said, well, it should have happened earlier. He said, you wouldn't have been such a fat bastard. And so I thought, well, you know, I'll try and keep this going.
And the shortest chapter in the book is the one with all the information that you need, really, isn't it?
There's about 3 chapters with all the information you need. And the secret is really very simple. Eat less. It doesn't matter what you know. Faye Dunaway, bless her, the actress, she takes to the restaurant her own plate and her own scales, little scales about that thick. She puts the scales down, she puts the plate down. They bring her the meal from the restaurant on their plate, and she scoops onto her plate, and when the scales show a certain amount, she stops. So, and she looks very good, you know.
That looks bonkers.
Well, she's bonkers. You know, bonkers is good. Anyway, so you just eat less, and of course, particularly not eat too much in the evening, because in the evening, you just lie down, and there's no exercise, you just sort of bloat out.
But for a self-confessed fat pig...
Fat pig, slob, moron.
But it's about...
Total moron.
It's not just about what you're eating, it is about that kind of the gluttony of eating as much as you want. So is that difficult to sort of stop halfway through a delicious meal?
I was the glutton because I would watch the news in the kitchen, I'd have a salad. I think I've done very well, I've had a salad. I think, well, some ice cream in the fridge. So I'd take a carton of ice cream, have one, and I'd finish the entire carton for 12 people. Then I'd go walk around, do a bit of writing, or I'd come back, watch the news in the kitchen. Heaven forbid I should watch the news in one of the 7 other televisions. And I think there was a chocolate ice cream in the fridge. And I ate the whole thing of chocolate ice cream. You can't do that, of course, and expect to lose weight. So the answer is no. If the taste is not denied to you, if there's no taste you like that you can never have, you're okay.
You've just got to stop watching news.
Take the telly out the kitchen. Now, did this happen after? Because you were very, very ill, weren't you?
No, this really annoys me. Some people say, well, of course you lost weight, you were very ill. Absolute
Nothing
rubbish.
to do with it.
I'd lost the weight before. I'd lost 3.5 stone before I was ill.
Right.
When I became ill, a very rare thing, I lost a tiny bit more. But now, since I can't walk so well, I can't do the exercise I used to do. My girlfriend, now my fiance, I have a fiance, age 96, you know. That's me, not her. She said, I said, this taken me 71 years to get engaged, so don't hold your breath for the wedding. She's a lovely person, and she used to make me walk around the park an hour every night. If I walked slowly, she'd prod me with an umbrella. Well, I can't do that now, so I have to dart even more. Oh. So I'm still 3.5 stone off.
But you're still a critic, aren't you? You still go to restaurants all the time, and how does it affect that?
I go to restaurants, and of course the restaurants would be in panic, because if I only ate half the portion, they'd, oh my God, he doesn't like it, he's going to give us a terrible review in the Sunday Times. But I'm a useless food critic. I know nothing about food. Gordon Ramsay famously said, Michael Winner knows nothing about food. And the paper rang me, said, what have you got to say to that? I said, God, the truth hurts.
Now listen, back to your fiance. You've just got engaged, but you've been very open, actually, that you weren't very nice to the ladies in your life earlier on. You're quite cruel and...
Well, I wasn't awake, but I'm very friendly with them all. I spent hours each day talking to them and helping them if they're in trouble. But I was a total pig, not only as vis-a-vis food. I'm sorry to say, like most men, and I'm facing all this entirely women, so you know, men are dreadful people, you know that. I was a pig vis-a-vis sex, so anything that I could take, I took. And of course, I was having a relationship and having affairs on the side, and they knew about it. So that was really rather cruel. I'm ashamed of that in a way, but I did enjoy it. What?
I bet you did. Were you a commitment phobe, though? Were you
a commitment phobe?
Yeah, like
you use very posh words, Joe. I don't know what that means.
No. You couldn't commit to one, is that it? Because then you thought, well, Mayfield's not.
I never got married. I committed for sometimes 6, 7 years. With Jenny Seagrave 6.5 years, and other people. But no, I never. But I could never get married. No, I never got married. It's very rare that someone who is not gay, although sometimes people say, "Are you gay?" I say, it's very simple. I said, if 30,000 gays buy the book, I'm prepared to convert.
What was it about this woman? What made you finally take the plunge?
Well, I met her a very long time ago, and she's a terrific person, and she's fun to be with. I think you have, the main thing is, you know, you have to have fun. You have to be with someone who is fun. I am useless, but I'm fun. So therefore, you know, people will say, well, you get all these girls because you're rich. It's not true. Girls don't want to be bored to death, even if the person boring them is rich. They want to have a good, fun time and look forward to being with somebody. That's all that matters.
And if he's rich, it helps.
Well, it doesn't hurt.
Best of luck with the book. Congratulations on the weight loss and the engagement.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Michael Winner, everybody. Well, that's us done for today, but please join us all tomorrow when we've 2 feisty young ladies joining us. That's ex-Atomic Kitten singer Natasha Hamilton, she'll be good, and actress Joanne Froggatt. We'll see you at 12:30. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.
A round-up of the day's news, national and local, next on UTV. Then another home is transformed in 60-minute makeover, and later learning to cook with Rosemary Strager.